All right, we're live for Fireside Chat number. Mike is pretty quiet here. Give me 1 second. Give that a go. Okay, maybe up a bit more. Hopefully that should be fairly good. So we're live for Fireside Chat number 146. As far as stuff going on, we do have a couple new games getting set up here. People been starting playing Valheim and Final Fantasy. So we have a new Valheim server, which I believe Ulfold set up. He gave me the info for it anyway, and a new Valheim player's role, and a new Valheim channel. So all the info is in that channel. And same for Final Fantasy. We have a new Final Fantasy channel and Final Fantasy player's role. So you can want to get the Valheim or Final Fantasy player's roles, just use the rules channel. There's a get roles section at the bottom of that. You can react to get roles. In that vein, actually, quite unrelated, the Fourth Fleet Era update is out for the Scribe's Guide to Ysera. So I just wrote a brief post there that highlights how things have changed in our kind of lore world. If you want to write stories and such set in WA lore, how things have changed since the dawn of the Fourth Fleet Era, and really since the start of the First Viking Era as well, and the Saga of the Stone Stars. So all that info is in the Scribe's Guide to Ysera, which is in Vestborger's archives in the new Edda subform of that. Actually, it's also at wisera.net/lore, or if you click the lore button from our homepage, wisera.net, on our webpage, it is all there, including the Fourth Fleet Era update. And let's see, all thing we've been working on an officer manual, which is something we've kind of had ideas about in the past and haven't gotten around to working on yet, but now we're trying to throw some ideas out and put something together where the idea is, at least my initial idea is, this is something that not only can be given to aspiring officers and members and new officers, which has advice and guidance for them on helping them kind of figure out how to do their job well. It also will detail how we train upcoming officers, so whether that be brand new officers, but mostly more for like chief petty officers and especially master chief petty officers, how we would train those people. So what kind of things they would have to do? Would they have to complete some test or something? Would they have to know certain things? There's some jobs they have to do some certain amount of time, etc. So that's the idea with that. And then also, finally, it is the end of the month here, actually the first day of April. So roll call is over for the month of March. April roll call is open. So post there if you haven't already, and if you are an officer or somebody in the command center, chief petty officer, master chief petty officer with some duties related to reviewing members and checking roll call and such, make sure you start doing that. And yeah, we'll look to issue some promotions and demotions as needed based on all of that. So that should do it. I'll be in Cert Holler shortly. If anyone does want to jump into office hours.